is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively...
He's having a go! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well timed, excellent interception. Belletti. Oh, that's neat. Vieira. And here's Hullet. Hullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in. Koundé. Has a look and place it forward. And he was quick to react. Quality ball. And he cuts out the supply. Distributed tidily. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Vieira. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Messi, and it's Belletti, and that could set him on his way. Messi receives it in a wide position. And Messi! Just off target.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Koundé. And now the breakaway. Oh, nicely intercepted. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Tries to pass it through. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Takes a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Ronaldinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. And here's Cruyff. Pings it. A header! And he's following up. Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Oh, good-looking ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Now that's well seen too. Belletti He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Searching pass he's played there. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
There could be trouble here. Played in, foolish header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Great chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Pull it. Looking for the run. Maldini spots it and intercepts. And it's Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pull it. Gets through on his own. Real chance! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal are sitting. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell then. And the first half is done. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. There's the start of the second half. Now then, the ball's come loose. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now he's got space here, and he was alert to it. Vieri. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's well spotted. Belletti. Vieira. Best. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Best. Portugal 3 up and in almost complete control. But that has not gone well. Vieira. And they can counter here. And this is Hullet. Ronaldinho. shot! Well, now it's he's given it away. And one more try! A whisker away from making it 4.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
So, third corner of the game. Cruyff goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. 60 minutes played. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Best. Messi. Vieira. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Vieira. Now it's Romario. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Portugal get their 4th corner. Cruyff plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Romario. Romario going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Romario really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Howson. Vieira.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Hullet. Over to the left. And it's Ronaldinho.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Estadio Universitario, one of Mexico's leading venues since the 1960s, which has featured so heavily in competitions international, intercontinental, but it is primarily the home of Tigres. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defence.
He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's in on goal! Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Sané. Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's intervened well there. And it's Neymar. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Looking to play him in. Now it's Ronaldinho. And here's Neymar. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
No way through. He's picked his way through. Van Bronckhorst with the cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Neymar. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Cruyff. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Neymar tries looking up for options on the left. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Vitinha. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Now it's Vieri. Cruyff. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Dembele looks to get on the end of this.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Out to the left it goes. Fired deep towards the back post.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Bergomi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
15 minutes till half-time. And that has left him in a heap. Tries to play it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a promising run he's making on the right. Araujo makes the interception. Vitinha can see things others simply cannot. Dembele! Oh, super ball! Looking for a corner. Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. Oh, what has happened here? Neither side giving way. It has been tight. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nice sequence of passes, this. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. He's found a way through. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Se está realizando un cambio.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Sane will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's good play. But it's Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, it's Dembele. And he's running through. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Now it's Neymar. Tries a shot! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Palmeiras have taken the lead.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Bullet in the hunt and looking threatening. And he plays one through. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's found a way through. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Sharp little ball here. Vitinha. And he was quick to react. Here's Vieira. Bullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right.
Shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Palmeiras clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Great ball if he can get there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Cambio en el Palmeiras. Número 10.
We have got changes
Número
here, from
17.
both sides, in fact.
Número 89. Número 19. Entran número 21. Número 18. Número
Great
11.
vision.
Número 22.
Greenish looking to
Cambio.
run onto it. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And this is Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele. Greenish. And he's managed to get free.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's had it taken off him. Keeper's got good distance on that. Can he spark a counter here? That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Well read. The danger is averted. It's in! They have stolen level at the last! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
All hands on deck for this one. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam. The club that unites this city. The club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He rises! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful
Bullets! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Ronaldo chasing after it. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Best. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header. They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a really well-measured ball. Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Hoisted in. Best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And he cuts out the supply. Pele. Ronaldinho looking to be a menace in the final third. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Well, that is asking for trouble. Getting too much time. Takes a shot! In he goes again. Goal! Ajax! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Ajax take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Ajax have the chance to go the other way. This interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
This looks promising. It's run loose here. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Baresi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that could set him on his way. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, this is a great position. And the shot! Vieira. Ronaldinho. And this is Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely worked. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's had a shot! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the lead... Shot, surely! Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ajax have got it back and they'll have another go. Elects to cross. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé. Out towards the flank. That looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Cruyff. Tries to play it through, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he's certainly...
There's the whistle for half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. It's loose and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Decent hit from there. Ended up in no man's land. Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It's Ronaldinho. Messi is onto this. In by Messi. And that's the keeper's ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Ronaldinho promptly onto that, and that is that.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lahm, good pressure, determined, intense. Pass is just off target, pinged towards the front line. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now then, the ball's come loose.
This match was 51,832.
That'll be a throw-in. And it's Vieira. Tries from a long way out. Great effort, but no way through. Best. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And that is as far as they're going to go. Always onto this. And this is Messi. And the flag has stayed down. And Messi! Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Owen. Cruyff. So much time and space here. Oh, good-looking ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Knocks it out wide. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's away! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, not quite on the same wavelength. And this is Owen. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stood up well to him there. Great vision. And he was quick to react. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Owen. This is Owen. Ajax needed that. They really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's having a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Danger averted for now. Davids producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Best. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He has a look up.
Substitution for Ajax. Number
We
17.
have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9, Ibrahimovic.
Somewhat off target.
George Best. Number 19, Messi.
And that's that. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Palmer with the corner, there first. And he's managed to get rid. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Seedorf. Looking for the run. And it's Ronaldinho. Out of play for a throw. They cross-field, changing the point of attack. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Portugal still without a single shot on target. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great vision. Costa Curta. Palmer look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. He has found the way through, and he's got his cross in. Schmeichel claims it, safe hands. Maldini. And it's Maldini. Played up towards the front line. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good read, needed to be Messi. And the counter is on. And that interception was most necessary. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Panda shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
He won't be happy with that one. Busquets. Makaleli. Seedorf. That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. Lovely feet. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played out towards the right wing. Can he get on the end of this? Busquets. Played out to the left flank. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Thinks about the shot. And he goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Messi. And the half-time whistle goes. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Pelé. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hullet. Cruyff. And he's had it nicked away. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. Makaleli. Now it's Romario. Now it's Pelé. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he welcomes charge, surely! Cruyff.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And he's worked it through. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Palmer appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
In by Messi. Busquets is the team's great visionary. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pelé, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pelé. Makaleli knocks it into space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Makaleli. Oh, sweet feet. Makaleli proves just a little bit too strong. Pele. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Aims beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Up he goes! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now that looks a decent ball. Flashes it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a lovely, neat pass. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Quality ball. Yeah.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Busquets. Now it's Romario. Now it's Messi. And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. The action has already started. Into the... And Romario! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is good alertness. Konate. Lam. Greenwood. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's James. Oh, super ball. He's having a go. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
And he's managed to get free. And here's Hullet. And he's lost his man. It's Ronaldinho! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Ronaldinho can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a big chance! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Greenwood gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now it's Romario. Great vision. And he's had it nicked away. Greenwood is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Out to the left it goes. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Now it's Hullet. James cuts it out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Bruno Fernandes. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Lam calmly anticipates. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Great ball, and he's in here. Cristiano Ronaldo! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good steal, he just read it. Ronaldinho quietly revving up. And it's Messi. Now it's Hullet. It's not an especially good pass, that. No way through. Now it's Cruyff.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right play. And Hullet! Oh, he's hit the bar! Just off target.
I can tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Dembele. Oh, they could break here. Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Bruno Fernandes!
Trời đỏ tàu thật satu.
Speed of thought,
Yeah,
efficiency
good.
of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He has found the way through. It is a corner. Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Corner number 2, then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rafael Varane. Konate is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pullet goes on a run down the left wing. He is through here. And Pullet! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little. Dembele! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Konate defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's found the way through. He's had a shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. Decent enough try. They're up to 5 corners now. And he thumps it clear. And it's Lam. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Stood up well to him there. Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. He's got away. Crosses it in. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Portugal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to pass it through, elects to cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. And he's intervened well there.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Messi. And Portugal can counter-attack here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bruno Fernandes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Pass somewhat off target.
Okay.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Greenwood. That pass just didn't quite work. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Vieira does well to get it back. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
They've done it! It's level again! What a match we have!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22. Numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So all square and not for the first time.
Portugal really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
It's a sharp little ball here.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Lam. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Hullet. And this is Mohamed Salah. And he can clear it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pelé receives it in a wide position. Now it's Pelé. Pelé with the cross. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. It's Mohamed Salah. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rijkaard. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He could be in here. Greenwood. And the shot! Just do it! Well, one moment you're in possession, that extra picking the ball out of your own net. And there goes the final whistle. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Saturday. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, terms like genius and legend are often used, overused in football, but there is very little doubt that they do apply to this fella, the great Ronaldinho.
One of the best there's ever been, Peter, and always with a smile.
He was born with a football at his feet. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Messi. It's a searching pass. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, no joy this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't...
Just the goalkeeper's... And the shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Pullet is onto it in a flash. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Vieri. And this is Pullet. Ronaldinho. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Gets good distance on it. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Koundé. Some good work on the right flank here. That's a cute ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's being urged to shoot. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Pullet might just make this. Looking for the run. He's through here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Vieri. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's picked it up out wide. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Zola. Saliba. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, they can break here. He's having a go! Oh, what has happened here? That's a sharp pass. And it's Messi. Good ball, good... He's had a shot! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Shot a goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuram clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. And that is out of play. Zanetti. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Poor, robust challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pelé. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's really well manoeuvred. Taken back almost at once. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Portugal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Caros espectadores, por favor, façam o vosso contributo para o fundo Nova Oportunidade. Substituição para Portugal. Número 32.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Número 23.
Portugal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Portugal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Koundé's, he's got full! And he's straight offside. Great defending, strong and determined. But that has not gone well. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He won't be happy with that one. Driving on and making good progress. Crunching tackle. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Portugal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Can he get on the end of this? Just about up to the hour now. Oh, that's clever. Shapes to shoot, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Cross into the box. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them. He's one-on-one! Ronaldinho! No way. And one more try! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially...
And the shot! And this is Pele. There's the shot! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Nicely intercepted.
Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Pullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Número 20.
And it's
Vamos
Zanetti.
aplicar uma substituição.
That's a throw.
And that should get the job done.
Great chance! He's got a goal!
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Quality ball.
He's not got that quite right.
We have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Van Nistelrooy,
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Messi, Ronaldinho,
Quietly revving up.
that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
And he was quick to react. It's a pretty loose pass.
And this is Van Nistelrooy.
Vieira.
Now, can they get him away? Vieira has created one goal already. Ronaldinho.
Vieira. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Koundé. Messi.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 23, Messi.
Son Heung-min is eyeing up his options in the middle.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Número 15, Ribéry.
Now it's Son Heung-min. He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played out towards the right wing. Varane gets across to intercept that. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Madrid looking to pass their way through. He's had a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
And he's being shifted off it. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass is just off target.
And that's it. Portugal can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Besiktas against Portugal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. It's a searching pass. And he cuts out the supply. Well read, nice interception. And here's Son Heung-min. Portugal are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Cruyff. Well-timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Cruyff. Threads one in. Now it's Cruyff. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Mbappe.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cruyff herring after the ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's had it taken off him. Vieira puts his foot on the gas. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cruyff. Bullet, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That is good alertness. Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Maldini. And it's Cruyff. Koundé. And it's Gullit. That's Rijkaard. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cruyff. And that is as far as they're going to go. Cruyff. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vermaelen did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the finish! That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rijkaard. And he was quick to react. Now it's Son Heung-min, and the pass is intercepted. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Bellingham, Koundé cuts it out. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Mbappe! Oh, within an inch or two.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
That has not gone well. Looking for the run. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pass somewhat off target.
This is the time you need that pace.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Besiktas needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's Gullit. Vermaelen gets a foot in here. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. And it's lofted through here. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Bellingham. Cruyff. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. That has been cut short.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. Vieira calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. This looks promising. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Played out wide. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Cross to the back post. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Rijkaard. Cruyff. Now it's Gullit. Goulet. Can he get it through? And the shot! It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 2.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 9.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Substitution.
Pass is just off target.
Besiktas clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Cruyff. He won't be happy with that one. Cruyff. Portugal finding their passes. Nicely spread.
Portugal appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
In with the challenge. Bastoni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
I thought it was going to happen then.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Thuram did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
And this is the big Cruyff! Decent progress down the left. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is a little undercooked. Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute at
1 minute to add according to the board. Oh, well played.
Ekdeo. Menurut saya
And there
nyala.
goes the final
Hat-trick
whistle.
menurut.
So in the end,
Siapa
what
sih,
did it?
Dit?
An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Portugal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be...
And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Ronaldinho, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Chance!
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Koundé. That's a good ball. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way.
Puta vida.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Son Heung-min. Galatasaray have it back and can go again. Tries to play it through. And this is Messi. Real chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's been taken short. Hoisted in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ronaldinho. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservative...
Decent chance! Goal! Portugal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira pokes it out wide. Messi looking to run onto it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bellingham is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Zola. That's a cute ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bastoni. That's a shade optimistic. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Messi. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Ronaldinho. Now it's Son Heung-min. Ball played for Rijkaard. Played back in.
Well,
Now it's Bergkamp.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
played. That has snuffed out the danger. Koundé. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He can run onto that. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. And here's Cruyff. He has found the way through. Time and again they are repelled. Now he's got space here. Well, no joy this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that is a little undercooked. Knocks it into space. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Bellingham. Little pass back. Played into space. Oh, well played, well played. Koundé. Crunching tackle. Rijkaard. Pull it.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And that was very necessary. Good effort from distance. Pass somewhat off target. And he's having a shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 12, Van Bronckhorst.
Here we go again.
Number 16,
Portugal carrying a one-goal lead.
Bellingham. Coming on the field,
Son Heung-min unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
number 11, Bukayo Saka. Number 18, Neymar.
Now it's Saka. Quick look, then, and it's been given, and he shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
It's a threatening ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Bergkamp. Bergkamp showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Bastoni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Takes the shot!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So we've reached the hour mark.
Great ball, and he's in here. Not the most accurate pass. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And he's picked out the run.
Son Heung-min, he's got away.
Ball's
Header! He's had a shot! It's in!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 22.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number
Portugal
10.
are now luxuriating in a two-goal
Coming on the
lead.
field,
Yeah, and you have to say that the contract...
Climbs up big!
number 20.
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Vieira gets across to intercept that.
And this is Ronaldinho. Messi.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Son Heung-min.
Under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening them down there.
Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
"75 minutes played.
And he's in on goal. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
And he's intervened well there.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff hangs one in. He rises! Vieira gets rid without sophistication.
Substitution in progress.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner.
This is their second corner of the game.
Shapes to shoot! Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. And this is Hullet. And this is Vieri.
Vieri purring through the gears. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Vieri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Messi. And this is Grealish. Grealish, there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Grealish is offering a wry smile there.
Portugal have their third corner.
Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. That is good strength.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Now it's Vieri. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That is a great pick out. Face to face with the keeper. An uncompromising challenge. That's that, the end. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cruyff in with the challenge. Serginho running with the ball. Somewhat off target. Looking tidy in possession here. Scholes. Passing nice and neat. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Batistuta. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Batistuta. Takes the shot! Vieira. Oh no, this does not look good. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, important interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's been taken short. And here's Cruyff. Picked out brilliantly.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Beckenbauer. Oh, it's Batistuta. And it's Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caceres, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Aimed in towards the centre. No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. He's found a way past. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. What a save from Pinas! And one more try! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cafu is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And the shot! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The major moment in the game. And that's a poor pen.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
That has not gone well. Now it's Son Heung-min. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. 15 minutes till half-time. Cafu. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Vieira takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice interception, well timed. And they've got rid. And here's Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cruyff. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That's a cute ball. Nicely worked.
Incrível, moço. Isto é absolutamente incrível.
About as smooth as it gets.
Olha, mas assim, as últimas baixas para
Another
cá.
moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He's through here.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Van der Vaart. That's been cut out, well played. Son Heung-min. Distributed tidily. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he's forced to go back. Can he get on the end of this?
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Van Basten. No way through there. Lovely, now then. Van Basten. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar.
Here's the start of the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's found the way through. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. Tries to get it clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that has put paid to that. Can he get it through?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Can he latch on to this? Neymar has it in a wide position. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's running through, and he's in on and Christ! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Portugal looking to pass their way through. He came in hard, very hard. It's run loose here. Spread neatly. And it's Koundé. Throw in. That is a brilliant interception.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Off the post! And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho, and he's surging through. Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Portugal go into the lead.
and things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Cleared away. Cafu, and that's aimed into the middle. That's an excellent interception. And that has been clubbed away. That's a super give and go. Caceres. Showing good feet. Played in deep.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that was vital.
Excellent.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Schneider is behind this one. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Schneider! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Played into space.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ribéry. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through. Tries a shot!
Take the buddy.
And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Hullet. Oh, he's burst through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that's fabulous. Lofted it. Big header! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Cannavaro gets it away. Ribéry. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's got away. He's one-on-one. Short. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.